Today I Learned Compilation, number 8. Today I learned in the first ever international football match in 1872, England used a 1-1-8 formation and Scotland used a 2-2-6. Despite all the forwards, the match still ended in a 0-0 draw. Today I learned that Chris Niasse was the original voice for male Byleth for Fire Emblem, Three Houses. However, he violated a non-disclosure agreement and it was revealed that he was abusive towards his colleagues, friends, and partners. His voice lines were re-recorded and Byleth is now voiced by Zach Aguilar. Today I learned the Woodingdean well was dug by hand between 1858 and 1862 and reached a depth of 1,285 feet, deeper than the top floor on the Empire State Building is high. Its bottom was 850 feet below sea level. Today I learned that termites are actually highly social cockroaches. Although they resemble ants or bees, genetic research has places them into the cockroach family. Today I learned the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II invented a suicide weapon for its soldiers to use against tanks. It was a stick which had an explosive at its tip and the user would have to charge towards the tank and thrust it into the armor, which would then blow up along with the user. Today I learned that in 1524, a statue of the Virgin Mary at the cathedral in Riga, Latvia, was accused of being a witch. They put it on trial by throwing it in the river. Since the wooden statue floated, they declared it guilty and burned it. Today I learned that the moon slows the rotation of the earth and if there was no moon, days would be between 6 and 12 hours long. Today I learned that Americans in the mid-1800s drank incredible amounts of alcohol, equivalent to 7 gallons of pure ethanol per person, per year. Today I learned that the 2017 North Atlantic hurricane season had 17 named storms, 10 hurricanes, and 6 major hurricanes, well above the 1981 to 2010 average, and 3 of the major hurricanes impacted the U.S. mainland and territories, causing approximately $265 billion in damages. Today I learned that American surgeon William Beaumont, the father of gastric physiology, researched human digestion by putting pieces of food on a string and poking them through an old gunshot wound in his handyman's stomach. He pulled it out on regular intervals to check on how well it had been digested.